Okay. Is this thing on?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Wait, are we videoing it right now?
No, there's no video. It's an audio podcast. I don't really do video podcasts.
But are we talking now? Is this going to be on it?
Yeah, this will be on it.
Oh, but are you going to edit this part out?
I don't know. We'll see. Well, hello everybody. I'm Ryan, and you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, and I'm Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Sienna.
That's right. And you might know by now, but these are my daughters. Well, they are joining me on this episode today because I think they're really going to like it. You know why? You know what this episode's about?
Basketball. April Fool's Day.
You're both right. So, this episode is about pranks. Because today, well, the day the day that people are listening to this is April Fool's. It's April 1st.
Wait, it kind of makes sense.
No, today's...
April Fool's, since it says fools, is like pranks.
Yeah, it's like pranks. And as you know, we love pranks around here. Today is not April 1st. We're recording this earlier, but the day this releases will be April 1st. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Kind of.
So, all right, well, we love playing pranks around here, and I'm really good at pranks. I prank my daughters all the time, and
we get them back.
No, they never get me at all. I get them so good on all the pranks.
You're lying.
And they can't stop me. So,
Lying.
I'm lying?
Okay, let's turn this over. Well, anyways, okay.
We've had way better pranks.
And we set a record, and we have more. He
has like
doesn't up.
He has 15 and we have like 20.
Well, what are some of the pranks that you do?
One time I put a balloon in his bed. And he opened the machine and it hit him in the face.
The balloon?
And one time...
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that. They put a helium balloon in my bed one time. So in the night when I went to get in my bed, there was something big and I opened it. It was a helium balloon. So that was a prank.
And once I put a balloon that had a clip on it with Naked Ken. And...
Oh, we gotta explain Naked Ken. We can't just drop that on our folks.
So Naked Ken's our doll that's named Ken, and he's a movie, and he's naked.
Yeah, I guess that does explain it. I don't know how this got started, but yeah, the girls have Barbie dolls like a lot of kids have, and somehow Ken just didn't have clothes on him, and they kept on putting this doll. They kept on giving it to me. I was like, I don't want Naked Ken, but now I find Naked Ken everywhere, including one time I was driving down to Santa Barbara all by myself, and they snuck Naked Ken into my bag. So when I get to Santa Barbara, I get my bag and I open it and I find a Naked Ken doll.
and once you go into a different one, and we picked Naked Ken in the second seat, and he joined his on the ride.
Yeah. So, anyway, we love pranks around here, and funny enough, I guess I've always loved pranks. Hence, why you're gonna hear the story today that I think you're gonna love.
Tell the story about tell the story quickly about you and your mom tricking Gigi and Grandpa about that $1 million thing.
Oh.
Tell them the story.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe I will. Well, thank you for being here for another episode of Courtside Forever, because as parents, we've got the best seats in the house. Let's enjoy them. What do you think of that?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can we listen to it?
We will a little bit. We'll record the other part first.
Okay.
All right, girls. So today I am going to tell the story of the time that me and Grandma pranked Gigi and Grandpa. And 2 years ago, I wrote the story called Milt, Wake Up! An April Fool's Prank to Remember. And I figured today I'm going to go ahead and read this for our folks. So you two will get like a background to see how I record these podcast episodes. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I've got the script right here. We'll go from there. Even for the listeners, this is how this is how we record it. All right. So, girls, any questions?
Nope.
No? All right, cool. Sounds good. Well, this story can be found on redrecord.com, and it's called Milt Wake Up, an April Fool's Prank to Remember, reliving the nights of the infamous New York Knicks prank that inspired my mom and me to pull a prank of our own on my grandparents. Kind of a long subtitle. I should probably change that, but that's okay. All right.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. On April 1st, 1997, the New York Knicks pulled off one of my favorite April Fool's Day pranks. As the Knicks geared up for a playoff push, the team was looking to improve their roster. And as viewers like my family and I tuned in, we learned that backup point guard Scott Brooks had been cut from the team, making room to sign Knicks legend and color commentary analyst Walt Clyde Frazier, who hadn't played professional basketball in 17 years. Shock does not even begin to describe how the viewers felt. Did we know it was an April Fool's Day prank? Probably, but the Knicks did their best to fool their audience. Hall of Fame announcer Marv Albert made the announcement while the telecast filmed footage of Frazier warming up before the game. They even had B-roll film of the man running on a treadmill. To further prank their audience, they interviewed the Knicks president and general manager, the trainer, head coach, the assistant coach, Mike Fratello, who was the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, their opponent that evening, and even Scott Brooks, who appeared to be genuinely upset by the news, calling it garbage. Ultimately, we discovered that this was just an elaborate April Fool's Day prank, instantly becoming one of my favorite pranks. Though hours later, my mom and I would pull off what became my all-time favorite prank on my unsuspecting grandparents. Girls, what do you think so far? Is this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Should I change anything? Am I talking okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Any feedback?
No.
No.
Sounds good. All right. You just won a new car! Have you ever received an email like this? Someone out of the blue contacts you to say, you just won a new car or a free vacation or something similar. In the 90s, you'd receive this information by a home phone with someone calling you to offer a life-changing prize in exchange for answering their questions. Doesn't that sound crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. My grandparents lived next door. Literally, we actually lived in townhomes, and the home attached to ours was theirs. So naturally, this made us close. If it was 7:30 p.m. and my grandparents were still awake, that was considered a late night, so catching the end of a Knicks game was a rarity for them. Following the Knicks' 94-88 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, inspired by Walt Frazier, my mom got an idea. Do you want to prank Grandma and Grandpa? Of course, my answer was yes. Putting the phone on speaker, my mom dialed their number, knowing they were asleep. 3 rings in, Grandma answers. Hello? My mom did her best radio impression, disguising her voice in a way that I don't think I'd ever heard before. Hello there, Dorothy. This is radio station 101.7 WENU, and you are the lucky winner of a brand new car sweepstakes. Who is this? Radio station 101.7. Now, are you ready to win a brand new car? Yeah, okay, sure. She was in. I mean, we clearly woke her up and maybe she was still half asleep, but Grandma was in. Okay, Dorothy, we are going to give you 20 seconds, and to win a brand new car, all you have to do is answer one question. Okay, I'm ready for the question. For your new car, can you tell me the final score of tonight's Knicks and Cavaliers game? Your 20 seconds starts now. Girls, what do you think so far?
Good.
Yeah?
Really good.
So it's counting.
Yeah, so it's counting. I didn't completely know what my mom was going to say, but wow, this was good. Her voice was spot on, and while she smiled through her questions, at no point did she let on that this was a prank. I felt like she had some practice pulling pranks before. Oh no, oh boy, I don't know. Milt, wake up! What's the score of the Knicks game? My grandpa chimes in, clearly groggy. What? What was the score of the Knicks game? We could win a new car if this I gotta do that one again, I messed that up. What was the score of the Knicks game? We could win a new car if we tell this person on the phone. I am dying. My mom and I now have tears falling down our faces as my sleepy grandparents scramble to remember the score of this Knicks game that they clearly didn't finish. I don't know. Who is that? It's the radio, Milt! It's the radio people!
That's hilarious.
My mom hits her with the time clock. 10 seconds left, Dorothy. Oh no. What was the score? Milt, turn on the TV! Where's the remote, Dorothy? I can't find it! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As time ran out, Grandma gave up. Oh, I don't know the score. I fell asleep. Oh, the game's final score tonight was Knicks 94 and the Cleveland Cavaliers 88. If only you wouldn't have fallen asleep, then you would have won a brand new car. Well, thanks for playing and better luck next time. Goodbye. My mom slammed down the phone and we both laughed harder than anything we'd ever experienced. Our stomachs were in pain from holding in our laughter for the duration of the call. Now, imagining my grandparents waking up from a deep sleep to try to win a car was already hilarious. But listening to them fumble around searching for the remote was the cherry on top of the evening. My mom and I immediately ran next door to see the aftermath. Walked in the door. Did you see the end of the Knicks game? My mom asked as if it was an all-time classic ending. Clearly rustled from her loss, Grandma responded. No, and if I knew, I would have won a brand new car. We could have kept going, but we simply couldn't. Our bodies simply wouldn't allow it. My mom and I were hysterical with my grandma responding, "What's so funny?" "That was us calling. We were the radio station pretending to give you a new car if you knew the game's final score. April Fools!" My grandma was a great sport, immediately smiling at the absurdity of the final 3 minutes of her life. "You jerks," she let out, laughing with us now. Then Grandpa came out of his room. "Dorothy, what's happening out there?" "That was Gene and Ryan who called, offering us a brand new car," he responded. "Wait, so there's no new car?" Years after my grandparents' passing, we still get a kick out of this story. The lighthearted craziness epitomized our relationship, making memories with the people you love while never taking life too seriously. A few weeks back, my daughter asked my mom to share a story about my grandma and grandpa that she had never heard before. She pulled out this classic April Fool's Day story, thoroughly amusing my daughter. When I picked her up that afternoon, she said, "Dad, we need to pull the same prank on Grandma like you and Grandma pulled on Gigi and Great-Grandpa. I don't think we'll try the exact same prank this year, but we'll keep the family April Fool's tradition going somehow."
Daddy.
Yeah?
I know our next prank.
You know our next prank?
Yeah.
What's our next prank?
It's not for us. It's for Grandma.
Ooh, what are we going to do?
It's going to say... So, do you think she still remembers?
This story?
Yeah.
She 100% remembers this story.
Oh, so she won't be pranked?
No, I'm going to do a different one.
Well, what's the different one?
The different one is said, hello, but we have to sound like the radio people.
Okay.
Like who make technology and stuff.
Okay.
We'll say, excuse me, can I have everyone's attention? On the TV, we just heard the Pacers. There's this game going on. It's on YouTube. You got to watch it. But then do you think we can do this? Like, do you think we can dress up as, well, no dress up. Do you think we can just say, if you win, then you will get a free ice cream from Ryan Rucker. So then, or you can get technology. So then she was like, I'm in, girl. And then we stay. So the question is, who do you think would eat someone's cookie who does not like cookies? Mm-hmm. She answered. She said, Larry, who would eat a cookie that they don't like cookie? Let me turn on the news. Okay, what? I don't know. Then he yelled out, chocolate chips. He was like, okay. And then they said, chocolate chips. And she was like, you don't get the ice cream. And then in the morning, they were like, have you seen about the ice cream thing? I heard that you were going to make it. They were laughing so hard. She was like, what's so funny? Then she was like, we played a prank.
Wow, that is very elaborate.
Or we could dress up as Knicks players and then come up to Papa's door and he actually thinks we're Knicks players.
Oh, we'd probably be a little short for Knicks players. Yeah.
But you would be tall.
Maybe like the shortest player on the team.
But what if we stand on each other?
What if we stand? Oh, yeah, maybe let's try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
But we can say, can we borrow one of your Knicks jerseys and then put it on?
Yeah. Oh, good thinking. Well, great pranks. As you can tell, friends, pranks run in our family, and we love a good prank. So if you have any good pranks, and if you've ever ran a really good prank on your parents or your kids or anybody in your family, let us know, because I would love to hear all of them.
Thank you! How dare you?
How dare I what?
I don't want to hear all them. Toughen up, boy.
What?
I hear them. I hear them first.
Well, we can all hear them.
But then we'll all get the same idea.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it is, I'm going to find some good pranks. I'm going to play on you. All right. Well, that's it. So, girls, what do you think of the podcast?
Good.
Yeah? What was good about it?
Oh, I know.
I liked you telling the April Fool's Day story.
Yeah?
Okay. 2 things. Intense, which is good.
Okay.
And April Fooling is the best.
It is the best. Cool. Well, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Cool. Well, thanks for being here for this episode. Yeah. You want to hear how I end it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I say, thanks for being here for another episode of Courtside Forever, because as parents... Wait, what do I say? I don't even know what I say. I think I already messed it up. Thanks for being here for another episode of Courtside Forever, where our goal is to ensure that parents enjoy the best seats in the house. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend or two, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm your host, Ryan Rucker, and I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, he'll give you California Wolves.
What?
Yeah, because you said you're the host.
I'm the host?
Yeah.
Well, I am the host of the show.
So, no, you're the host of the hotel. So you give
What?
people whatever you want.
What hotel?
This hotel.
Oh, okay.
You invite people in the house and they say, one wish. They say, coffee. And then you make them coffee.
Wow.
They say
Yeah.
pickles, and you have to give them pickles.
I don't do that. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate being here. Take care.
Bye.